You can't run from yourself. Have you seen the movie I Can Only Imagine? It's a really good movie, and we used that yesterday in one of my classes. We watched the movie and we discussed the ideas of the movie and how they apply to the pattern of life, our life, and growth in general. And I had a room full of grown men, many of them crying while we're watching this film, talking about relationships, emotions, shame, hurt, resentment, forgiveness, and love. And so if you haven't seen the movie, there's a big part of it is a relationship between a father and a son. The father had been physically, emotionally abusive, and the resentment that the son had throughout his life trying to get away from his dad, trying to get away from the hurt, and how even though he was trying to get away from it, he kept creating scenarios and situations where he kept replaying things that had happened as a kid. And it wasn't until one of his mentors sat him down later after another big hurt where he wanted to run away, and his mentor said to him, "What are you running from? What are you running from?" And he said, "My dad." And so the mentor said to him, "You know what, there's times when you're authentic, when you're real, when you're you. And that is special. That's special when you're yourself. But whatever this other stuff is, you got to figure that out." And so he goes back and he heals the relationships, and he goes through all of the pain from his past, works through it, finds peace. And then at that moment, he has an aha, and he writes the song, "I Can Only Imagine," which then made tons of sales and became very popular and skyrocketed him into his successful career as an artist. And so in your life right now, there may be a lot of stuff going on for you that's really painful, that you've been trying to avoid or trying to run away from. But the truth is, you can't run away from yourself. And wherever you go, you take your past, your unresolved hurt with you. And so today, I invite you to be present and to ask yourself if there's anything that would benefit you to process, work through, and let go of today, so that you don't have to carry it with you. Just ask yourself that. Is there anything today that would benefit me to work through, process, and let go of? And then do what you feel inspired to do. If you feel inspired to reach out and ask for help, do that. If you feel inspired to journal about it, do that. If you feel inspired to go for a walk, if you feel inspired to do a meditation, do whatever you feel inspired to do, even if it feels uncomfortable. Because oftentimes when we're invited to grow, when we're invited to heal, it will take us into a path that is a little uncomfortable. I mean, that's why we've been running from it, right? Because if it wasn't uncomfortable, we wouldn't feel like the need to run from it. We wouldn't feel the need to avoid it. So it's going to be uncomfortable, and that's okay. It's okay to be uncomfortable. But once you face it, once you go to it, it will get better. You can heal. You can move through it. You can let it go. And it doesn't have to bother you anymore. You are a miracle and you have a purpose. You are here for a reason, and your life is working for you. Everything that you've been through, everything up to this moment is there to serve you, to guide you, and to help you become the person you were born to be. Just as Matt Kahn said, in order for you to be who you were born to become, life couldn't have happened any other way. You've done nothing wrong. So today, just know that I'm here for you, that I see you, I'm grateful for you, even in these difficult times, and that I know that you can get through this. You can get through this. So face it, process it, heal it, and let it go. You are a miracle. You have a purpose. Thank you for being you. If this message today was for you, go and like this video, subscribe to the channel. If you know someone that could benefit from this, please share it with them. And if that's you, welcome. Glad you could be here with me today. And I look forward to seeing you again soon.